We granted an interview during the time the LGBTQ people mounted the billboard. He granted an interview and said their committee chairman is delaying the process because it has been 7 weeks they were on recession as parliamentary members. But nothing was done, or they were not called for meetings to work on the bill when they are on recession. So that should even tell you the other part of my argument. So if you are a chairman of a committee that has been tasked to work on a document, you are delaying things, it means that there's something we don't know. That's where the suspicion and the allegation of he be compromised is coming from.
So it's a suspicion.
Yeah.
You suspect that is what is going on.
Yes. Every confirmation comes through suspicion. Matiamidu will tell you that it's perception, but perception, sometimes the perception can lead to the confirmation, because if you are in charge to do something against a certain group of people, and these people are very influential, and everything you are doing is not showing any kind of much seriousness, we are at liberty to say that you have been compromised by the people. Hence, you are delaying the process. So we are not wrong if we say he's compromised.
But he also says, and you talk about what Honorable Sam George said, but he responded and said it's a process. That this bill, there's so much interest in it. To listen to everybody will take some time. That is the reason the bill is delaying. Don't you also appreciate the process he has to go through to ensure that everybody who is interested is listened to before proposals are made on what the bill should look like?
Yeah, my brother, do you know something? Most of the times, those who are compromised, this is how they go about it. Oh, we are following due process. We are following all this. We are doing this and that. See, the memos that have been sent over 100 plus, majority of them are for, and some too, they are against the part of the bill. So let's say those who are for the bill, you have to sort them and put them at one side. They automatically speak in one voice. Then those who have some concern concerning some portion of the distance, those are the things you just sort and deal with them. Because the bill, we want the bill to be passed, and people are in support. The churches and the individuals, some of us, we are for. Traditional leaders, they are for. And there are few, let's say, these CSO who might also got compromised by these financiers to also write that, this one will be infringed on people's human rights. Okay, if that is the case, why don't you look at only the few? Already they granted interview to those who sent a lot of memos, and I don't think they can do for all. Some, their document is explanatory to you, the committee members, because they say these are the things. You don't need to even call them that they should come and express their view, because you already call people on for and against already. And I think most people, these LGBTQ movement people, they just wanted different people to write the same thing in different aspects. So it's not something they should be delaying on that, we are following this, it's legal matter, this. No. It's a sign of compromise. And we need to put him on his toes. If not, they will just be tossing out before you realize this year will end, the bill will not be passed. And these LGBT guys will keep growing and penetrating our innocent society. That's why we are calling on him to fast-track things.
Very interesting. Let me ask you, yourself, Are you compromised?
I'm not at all.
Mm-hmm. So it means you are speaking your independent opinion of you, right?
And as a professional.
As a professional?
Yes,
okay.
Please.
So why don't you also believe that the civil society groups and the members thereof who have raised issues with the bill are also speaking their independent opinion?
Okay, let me come to it from this angle. We are talking about the welfare or the future of our country. We are speaking to that view on morality, scientific base, religious aspects, culture, and our norms in the country. So if we are for the bill, nobody, because we are pushing something to prevent the activities of somebody. So we cannot be told that we are compromised. We are protecting the dignity and the image of the country and the sovereignty. So if we are pushing, nobody can say we are compromised. But if you come and against your norms, your dignity, your sovereignty as a nation, we can say you are compromised because those people pushing this, they have an interest. And I'm even writing an article right now. I'll be writing series to be exposing how this whole thing started. You read it this day now today. So it shouldn't be something you think that they are fighting for their people. They are fighting for their financing, their sponsors who share these LGBTQ people and a whole lot. So if they come down, because they are also this, no, it's never true. They are fighting for an interest. Some of them because of visa, some of them because of scholarship for education abroad and stuff. They want to please these sponsors so that they will grant them financial help to their NGOs and a whole lot.
Bismark, it's as if you're suggesting that nobody can independently disagree with this bill. Because, for example, if you pick the bill, look at it, and then you say, "Oh no, this can't be," you're suggesting that that person is compromised from the very beginning.
The portion they are even talking about based on human rights, it doesn't even make sense. Doesn't even make sense. So if you are talking about human rights, what about the human rights of the victims they are destroying? So if there's an armed robbery cases, a robbers going to kill people, then let's say people want to retaliate. Then you tell them, because of their human rights, those they go and kill. So we should look at it from this angle. These people are destroying innocent people in the country. And you keep saying, let's protect them. See, this, you see, Coalition for National Proper Human Sexual Rights and Family Values, led by lawyer for supporting this bill. The bill is not against the victim. The bill is against the perpetrators of this action, those who are penetrating the innocent ones. The bill is against them. That's why they are fighting back.
You are putting it into... So, because basically, there are those like the MPP national chairman who says it's a matter of choice. You are saying they are perpetrators, they are victims. It's not that people are making choices that this is what I want.
Yeah. So scientific base, I will be right on that aspect to debate why it's not something that we can say, you are born with it, so that it should be. My brother, if you are born with hole in heart, will you say that's how you are born with, so you should live it? Will you say so? If there's a remedy for it? So if we have a range for these hormonal levels in the body, female, male. If you are male, your own should be within a range. If you are female, it should be estrogens and others should be in a level. So if by nature, it's not God, it's by nature. Maybe during at birth, your mother might have taken some drugs or this thing that deviated, and you have a certain level of female hormones in you. What you need is to go for hormonal treatment. They will inject you some hormones, and you'll be fine. It's not conventional therapy. So you shouldn't say that's how you are born, so you want to live with it. And it's not. It's not sexual orientation. It's demonic. I'm writing on it right now. It's demonic. How it started. You will see the article. So these people, it is an occultic group movement they are doing for the new age era. So it's not something somebody will say, they are born with it or this. No. What Fred Blaine said, do you know something? I will not do politics in this, but some gurus in NPP, their utterances and actions and inactions speaking volume of this LGBTQ movement. It's telling you that there are a whole lot of things they are pushing behind the scene but pretending. So once in a while, when they know that the resistance is going more against them, then some of them will come and say, why should you want that when two people are doing their own thing in privacy? Has it taken into consideration the moral concept of the country, the social values we have, the future generations, or because he thinks he's growing older and he can die at any time, so he wants to destroy the country? Is that what he's thinking? So if you listen to Fred Blay or Tridaku and some NPP gurus, it is speaking volume that it's a movement they are pushing, but they just don't want to say that this is the stand of their party. But I know a lot of NPP guys who are not in support of this LGBTQ things. So I will not generalize it. But the individuals' actions and inactions is speaking volume. So we need to tackle this and shouldn't allow them to have their way. The bill must be passed at all costs.
And your opinion is that the speaker should be the one pushing it?
Not the speaker per se, but all of us, we have responsibility.
No, you want the speaker to make sure the chairman of the committee speeds up the process.
Especially. And they told us that they were going to UK Parliament because they called on them. They went and came. He didn't say anything. They didn't tell us what transpired there. Even if we were not to hear the hint and cause an issue on it, they will go and come. We don't know what happened. So we are still waiting and see what will happen going forward. We'll still be pushing this and make sure that the speaker should call on them to fast track the passing of the bill so that we all preserve the integrity and the image of the nation and the future generation.
Bismark, I'll be looking forward to reading your article once it's done. But thank you. Thank you for speaking to us.
So, and I'm forming an NGO to that, and we'll fight this LGBTQ to the end and promote mental health.
Bismark Kwabla Kpobi is a senior registered mental nurse. He's written an open letter to the Speaker of Parliament asking him to ensure that the chairman of the